do you do when no formula can guide you? Have you guys ever been in like a financial crisis where you need money, but you don't know exactly where to get it from, and you don't know how to earn it? Well, what do you do when it's at that point? Are you going to open a book? Read a textbook maybe? Well, if you need that money instantly, then I'm not sure that those books are going to instantly or miraculously give you the money and solve all your financial crises. Ladies and gentlemen, education is what we often see in classrooms, behind those textbook covers, and just as what the teacher says. But personally, if you ask me, I think that life is the best teacher from all. Because life teaches us things that go beyond books, things that no curriculum could ever fully cover and no exam could measure. My name is Lialan May Patricia Serrado, and that is what I would love to be upholding for you today. Learning beyond the books. Now, a university in Italy, the Catania University, in 2020, took a look at 302 young people, where they found out that those young people who have undergone through tough situations before, like financial crisis or personal loss, are more reliable and more easily to adapt through problems. Why is that, you might ask? Well, this is because the times where they were at their lowest points have provided them with these skills that they need to succeed in the future and in their career. Which just goes to further prove that real life situations, they teach us more than any book could ever cover up. Because it's not about who memorizes the most. It's about how we individually survive from our day-to-day struggles. Now, to put it simply, does everyone here know who Albert Einstein is? Right, I'm talking about the famous physicist, Albert Einstein. And I know what you all might be thinking. Maybe you're like, are you going to tell us that Albert Einstein didn't read books? Well, no, he did read books. He read a lot of them, actually. But you know what he also was? He was a rebel thinker. He thought more beyond the books. And he always questioned what was already established on paper. He questioned established formulas. And he was always curious about everything and anything. And that led him to experimenting, testing, and finding answers through those experiments. And yes, if you ask me, he did fail a few times, but that's not the point. From his journey, we know that formal education does provide us with the information that we need as a foundation, but it doesn't really teach us how to survive. Now imagine this. Learning is a vast ocean, and formal education is just swimming in controlled waters. It's controlled because you can predict what's going to happen. There's no unexpected turns, right? And well, it does teach us about the techniques, the strokes, and how to float on the water. But just knowing it all, is it enough to make you feel confident that you're not going to sink? Meanwhile, life is so much different than those controlled waters because life is all about the harsh waves, the cold currents. There's no telling what might happen to you tomorrow. There's no telling what might happen to me after I finish recording this video. So that's why it is important for us to learn by ourselves through life struggles, how to navigate our way through society, how to control our emotions and our actions, which those things, they don't teach you inside books. So how do we fully embrace learning beyond those books? Because imagine if everyone just read and read books all the time and never tried anything, what would the world become? there would be no progress, no breakthroughs, no change. We would just be stagnant, living from what is boring from day to day. So I want you all to think, and I want you all to listen to me now. Because I don't want us to just seek information and forget about it or just leave it as in theory. I want you all to live with that information and the education that you've already gotten. I want you all to make mistakes, be bold, ask loud questions, and push yourselves beyond the words on page. Thank you all for listening, because learning is by doing. My name is Liana May Patricia Serrano, and that is all for me today.